Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. My finished projects shelf is empty because as I show you the stuff I finished, I'm going to put it up there. I know this guy was from last week. This is the Chubby Bear that I made. He needs pictures. He needs to get put into inventory, put onto Etsy. So he's going up there. So after the craft show, I was feeling just a wee bit overwhelmed. I was tired. I I was letting my one rude customer get to me. Kept playing that over in my head, but what's done is done. I need to let it go. So I really didn't get all that much done on Sunday. I did have an excellent nap though. Sunday naps. And after I got up from the nap, I'm like, okay, I need to remake this and that and the other thing, and I need to finish my project for Timu Tuesday, and I need to work on my April stuff, and I need to do this. So what do? I look next to me. I see some gray blanket yarn, and I think, I want to make a hippo. So I, got out the pattern for the hippo. And usually, these turn out about half this size with worsted weight yarn. So I got about this far, and thought, I'm not going to have enough gray yarn to finish them out. So he got some blue stripes. And then I did have gray yarn left over. I could probably make a stingray or something like that. Since I'm selling the small hippos for 12, I'll probably sell this guy for 20. But I'm thinking I have other blanket yarns. I'm thinking a pink hippo. And this, I don't like using safety eyes with blanket yarn because I'm afraid they're going to pop out. So I did embroidered eyes by the tutorial from Cassandra at Craftably Ever After. And then I had a coffee cup that I had started at the craft show on Saturday. I figured I might as well just finish that too, so I can use the yellow yarn. Sorry. It's after 9 o'clock and I did not have a nap today, so I will try not to yawn, really. So I made a happy coffee cup. And once again, I embroidered the eyes from Cassandra's directions. So I need to get a picture of that, make sure it's listed on my inventory. I need to get the bag that has the play food in it, assemble all of the coffee cups, get a group picture, individual pictures, and update that listing. Yeah. Okay. So then I was like, okay, I've got to finish PJ Pale's Charlie horse. That had, it's a horse in pajamas, and the pajamas are like unicorn pajamas. So it's got all the mane stuff and all the tail stuff, and there are over 20 pieces to sew together at the end. I don't like sewing things together. So, okay, let's do some more avoidance. What can I make instead of that? Oh yeah, I need to make the item for Timu Tuesday. So if you saw the video for Timu Tuesday, this is the hippopotamus that I made that I'm not 100% happy with. You have to see that video about why her skirt is all the way up to her armpits. I want to make another one and make sure I do it right the next time. That's because I was hurrying to get it done on Monday night so I would have it for Tuesday's video. Oh, I gotta tell you about Monday. Well, I'll tell you about Monday. Okay. Monday, I really need to get out and pay the Target bill. Let's see. I think it's due tomorrow. What's today? It's due like the 23rd or 24th, the 24th or 25th. But okay, this was my errand today. I need to get out and get that paid. And I needed to make a deposit of cash from Saturday's show and get some groceries. But I've gotten into watching the Hobby Bingo on the Hobby app. Some people call it Hobby, Hobbii, the yarn place in Denmark. Well, I figured if I could get to one of my errands where they have Wi-Fi by the 11 o'clock start time, I'd be golden. So I was out the door early, and I got to the bank. I went to Goodwill. Oh yes, Goodwill. I have to tell you about that too. I went to Target. And I was in one of the stores with Wi-Fi when a Hobby Bingo came up. So I played. I didn't win, but I had figured, since I did so well with Saturday's show, that I'd give myself a little permission to do some thrift store shopping. So I stopped at Goodwill. Hang on, I'll be right back. So they didn't have all that much yarn, but I figured, okay, I've got my in the red down significantly. It's down under $100. I thought that I wasn't even going to be out of it until like July with Street Fest. But I could very well be in the black in May because I have 2 craft shows in May. So I went into Goodwill and I let myself spend $10 on yarn. This bag was $6. And this was the primary reason why I went for this bag. This is a big thing of cotton, and it's a thinner weight cotton. It's not worsted weight, it's more of a sport weight, but I can wind this up into cakes and use it double to make bottle slings. And I think that having some pink bottle slings, especially with the popularity of a certain movie lately about a certain doll who really likes pink bottle slings could really be a hit this summer. So I need to get this caked up, and in my spare time, make up a few pink bottle slings and add them to my listing for the bottle slings. So all I have to do is make up 1 bottle sling and sell it from that yarn, and I've made back my money from this bag. There is also an Ames worsted weight. Talk about vintage yarn. How long has Ames been closed? I think, was Ames just in the Northeast, or were Ames all over the country? Oh, wait a minute. That's not Ames. That's Kmart. That's back when Kmart was around, and Kmart had yarn. Okay, so there's a navy blue in worsted, in Kmart worsted. Red Heart Super Saver. This is the old classic. It's 4 ounces. Oh no, that says 6 ounces. Okay. Nice red yarn. I see a lot of red items in my future. Red Heart Sport. Feels like a full skein. And Sayel in red. I do go through a lot of red around Christmas time, making Santa hats, so that will come in handy. And when I saw this one, it was like, there were 3 reds in that last bag, but this bag was only $3. So I am now the proud owner of 7 tightly wound balls of Red Heart. Sport yarn. And I hope it's not the yarn that made me sneeze. Or else I will be doing a lot of sneezing with 7 balls of that. So, to celebrate Erin's well run, I stopped at the Starbucks inside Target and I asked for a decaf caramel macchiato. No problem. I had a gift card. Got it. Well, I wonder if the girl forgot to make it decaf, because after I got home and had lunch and I was, cleaned up the kitchen, made dinner, and I just had like the caffeine crash. When after having caffeine, once the caffeine sort of wears off, I just feel like something is bothering me, like I want to cry. It's one of the reasons why I got off caffeine, why I always drink decaf now. But I was having like a caffeine crash in the afternoon, but then I was up until midnight, wide awake. So between those two, those are 2 symptoms of me having too much caffeine after my noon cutoff. So I don't know. I don't know if the barista at Starbucks made a mistake and slipped me some caffeine, but Monday I just couldn't make a video. I was just too. First, I was too tired, between tired and wired, and just feeling like I was about to burst into tears. Nope, didn't happen. So today I was feeling much better after a good night's sleep. Once I did eventually fall asleep. Okay, so today I got stuff done. I got the video made for the Temu Tuesday, and then I finally finished PJ Pale's Charlie horse. There he is. He's got his little hoodie jammies. He's got the mane on the back. He's got the butt flap with his tail sticking out. Just, I love the way he turned. Now this, I'm probably going to price him at $35 because all those things take time. And this, it was a fairly simple pattern, but it just took a lot of time. So there's PJ Pale. So I can cross him off. I've got to get pictures of him and then get him listed on Etsy and update my blog with the fact that he is done. That left me with only 2 items to make, and my thing of wanting to make 5 Etsy listings, I've only done 2 of the 5. Well then, tonight I did version 1.0 of my April monster. Now, it turned out pretty close to my diagram, but I think I need to make his body just a little bit wider and a little bit longer to give me more room for the face, because the face seems pretty crowded. Like his mouth is almost at the bottom of his body. But there is version 1.0 of my April monster, and I love it. So I need to make another one of that. I need to type up the pattern with my proposed changes and then make one from the typed pattern, and we'll go from there. If I like version 2.0, then I would send it out for some testing. Bonnie. And if I need to make a few more changes, then I would make corrections to the pattern, print out a new copy, make one from there. So I just keep changing the pattern a little bit and making another one until I'm happy with it. And then I send it to testers. So this means that I am 84% done with my April goals. I just need to do 3 new Etsy listings and the reversible egg for my Ami Book Challenge for the month. So these guys are in the new to be worked on shelf, finished but not done shelf, where they need their pictures taken, they need to be put into Ravelry, they need to be put into my Etsy shop, then put a price tag on them and get them in the bag. Get them in the bag. That's a joke for my girls who don't watch my video, so why do I even say it? Okay. I'm going to go, maybe I'll get the laptop out and actually type up the pattern so I can work on another one tonight. Or maybe I'll just play using up the last, I have a little bit of yarn left over, about half a skein of the pink and a lot of the white. So I could make up some projects from that to use that yarn up. Oh, my scrap yarn pile runneth over. I need to go play with yarn and use some up before it takes over the living room. So, bye-bye.